What's good, guys? YungTyyler back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video. Anyways, I told you guys, well, if you're on my Discord channel, we talked about me putting out a Spider-Man, Stealth Suit Spiderman rank 5 video, because I maxed that boy out. Finally. He's rank 5 now, as you can see here. I have it playing against the old Realm of Legends Winter Soldier, so, you know, that's a classic battle, or whatever, test that you would do for a champion's, you know, damage output, apparently. Not apparently. Supposed damage output. It's a pretty good test for it. 12k on a special one right there. Not bad. But these are the big ones. Like, look at these numbers. Every single hit right there. Over 5k, 6k, 7k. And it's a 6-hit combo. No, wait. It's a 7-hit combo. So, like, that's like... Do the math. I don't have to do the math for it, you know. It's crazy. It's pretty good. Just on a little combo streak. And most of the time it's going to hit a crit because of the precision. And he just has a really high crit rate anyways. So, it's pretty good. Once you get the initial Fury, it's pretty easy. I think I demonstrated here. So you get to the special 3. You already have a Fury. So you don't need to go in and hit him twice with the flashbang ability like you do the first time around when you have the web cartridges when you start the fight. So this is really nice. It starts to speed up a little bit more and there's more of a rhythm once you hit your first special 3. So you just go in. See, I'm not really hitting them anymore until that flashbang retires, is out of order, out of business. So I'll probably do it again right here. Go in on a 5 combo, refresh it, and there you go. And it's refreshing the SP2 one. When you do it off that, it refreshes the SP2 flashbang, which is a longer duration than just flashbanging him from a light hit. So that's a tip for you guys playing Stealth Suit Spider-Man. If you want to keep those flashbangs going longer, maintain without having to hit a special 3 as much because you run out of charges. Anyways, here we go into the Captain Marvel Classic. This is actually a really good fight too. I think it's actually less hits than the Winter Soldier was. Messed up right there, costing me an evade charge, so I don't remember if I wait out or if I go for an SP1. Either way, if you hit an SP1 and you run out of your evade charge on him, it refreshes the evade charge instead of giving you the precision. So in some cases it's better to just wait it out, but you might lose some damage. So in this case, it looks like I waited out. There's no point in me trying to do it. It's almost there. There we go. Now I can go in and hit a special one, get the precision buff going. There it is. So yeah, there's a little bit of a rhythm going with Stealth Suit Spider-Man once you kind of get the hang of it. It's the first, like, 30 seconds of the fight where things are kind of like, you have to figure out how you want to play the fight depending on your opponent. So things like Fang, when you're using the web foam ability, when you need that slow debuff on them so they don't hit the unstoppable, you want to play it a little bit differently than just this fight where you're going in just full damage. You don't really, it's not as important that the vulnerability debuff is on them. But yeah, also today, I always forget to record it, but I was in the Alliance War, and you know, they were like, there's only 2 mini bosses left and then the boss, and I said, alright, let me give it a shot, because I still had pretty much all my champions at full health. I went in with Warlock against the Iceman, wrecked. Warlock is an amazing Iceman counter, and then the next one was Omega Red on a enhanced special 2 and a power gain node, so it was a little bit more tricky. I used Warlock again. I got the fight done. It wasn't pretty, but I got it done without dying. And the last one was a 6-star thing, unawakened, but 6-star thing, 44k PI, which is pretty high for my alliance. I used a couple boosts, just champion boosts, you know, regular health and attack boost. Not the highest, just, you know, so I have a little bit more to work with. And one shot that thing boss with more than half my health left, so I felt pretty good. And it was with Stealth Suit Spider-Man. He's, I don't know, I don't feel like people give him enough credit. I think he's an amazing champion. Amazing. I've been trying to convince a few members in my alliance that they should rank 5 theirs, or at least rank up theirs, so, you know, a decent rank where they can use him, because he has a lot of abilities that are nice. So here's where I want to get to the Juggernaut fight, because this is where you can see the unstoppable debuff. I'm sorry, the unstoppable. I can't speak right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak right. That's where you can see the slow debuff really matter. So a good thing for him is you don't have to worry like the champion or thing where it's like a hit counter or it's like a random moment where he'll hit unstoppable from the Primal Fury. Juggernaut will only go into unstoppable when he hits a special, so you don't have to worry about like hitting him too much before it runs out like you would with Thing, you know, or with Champion. So this is a really good fight. So now he's got the unstoppable from the SP2, so it's going to last a little longer. At this point, I'm just trying to get to the SP3 before it runs out, so that I can, he's kind of being a pain, blocking a lot of his, so that I can refresh it. Oh, I had one more, so I'm set. It's always nice to keep one more when you're trying to get to the SP3, just in case, for moments like that. So now I'm in the SP3, and I already have a debuff applied, a slow debuff, so now after the SP3 I can go straight in, just keep fighting him, and then I'll refresh it eventually. But that's another good tip, is your debuff on then the vulnerability or web foam, or no one ever uses the other one, the power control one. It's pretty much useless. But yeah, it's if you hit it SP3 while that one is active, it's not gonna take it away or something when you get out of the SP3. It's gonna keep it. So that's a really nice feature for Spider-Man Stealth Suit. I have all my web foams back. I need this precision buff. I don't remember if I actually go for it. I don't think I do. That was probably a mistake. I should have gone for the precision buff right there. But, you know, now he has the extra long slow debuff on, so that's good. I think we'll go for a precision right here to end it off, but, I mean, overall, he's not... So this one's a little less damage than the other two fights because I'm not using the vulnerability. So I'm getting a little bit less damage, as you can see. Instead of a 12k on that crit on the special one, it's a 9k. So it's a little bit less by, you know, a few thousand, but... You know, at the end of the day, you're still finishing off this Juggernaut, and it's probably going to be about 160, 165 or so hits. Yeah, 163 hits, which is pretty dang good still, you know? It's not bad at all. But, yeah, so that's what I had for those three. And now we're going to go into, I'm
thankful. Because now... I know what I must do.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to go into, well, I think you guys all saw with the new update. This is a great suggestion from HyperHex. He's in Discord. He's in the comments a lot. Shout out. He said, you know, Realm of Legends is, Labyrinth of Legends is now available for anyone to go into if they please. You should go in and do a Red Hulk fight. I said, say less. Sounds good. I've never done Labyrinth of Legends. It's kind of intimidating to me. I mess up a little bit here. I brought Nick Fury in just so I could have some extra evade charges, and it came in clutch right there. Came in big clutch right there. Yeah, I'm a little bit intimidated with this fight because I never have fought in it before, but I think it goes pretty dang well, as you'll see. He actually puts out some pretty sick damage against this Red Hulk. But I do get clipped a little bit in the middle, but you know, it's something you just look at, you know, it happens and you move on past it, you know, it don't matter. But 12k on the special one. But yeah, here I am trying to go into that rotation. I have the precision buff, I have the fury buff, and I have one charge left. I'm going to try and keep on fighting, push my power as far as I can before little cheeky intercept. It looks like I'm going to have to refresh it one more time, but it's going to work out pretty well. There's a little bit of downtime here, but it doesn't matter as much because it's not as important, especially if I'm not hitting too much without the vulnerability debuff, so I'm not losing a whole lot of damage. Try to go for an intercept there, didn't work too well. It's okay though. So I'm out of debuffs at this point, but it works perfectly. Right when it ends, almost. I don't know what I'm waiting for here. Oh, the SP1. I'm afraid of his SP2. Here's the thing, I always get caught in Red Hulk's SP2. I don't know why. It just wrecks me every time. So here we are, throwing the special 3. 95 hits, he's at 77%. From what I've seen on, you know, other people playing Labyrinth, he screwed up. I screwed up. Don't mind me. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Super weird. I don't know what happened, but it's like saying I had the AirPlay. I had my thing plugged in, but I didn't have the software open, so it was weird. Anyways, we're back. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm really afraid of Red Hulk's SP2. For some reason, I get caught in it every single time. So I'm trying to bait the SP1s, which is taking a lot more time than it should. If I was just, you know, a decent player, I could actually not worry about the SP2 and I'll evade it just fine. But You know, it freaks me out a little bit, and you'll see why later on in this fight. But yeah, we've refreshed the fights, the debuffs. See, I'm wasting a lot more time than I'd have to be. Like I said, I'm kind of afraid of Red Hulk's SP1. But a little bit of intercepts right there, nice. Get the vulnerability debuff again, throw precision, and this is where the big damage comes in. Going in, 7k, 10k about, 16, 12, 17, that's like well over 30k on just one combo. And there was a few hits that they weren't crits. So if every single hit is a crit like in that combo, and then you follow it up with the intercept, it's like you're hitting big damage. Like, I don't know, I think he's got some of the best consistent damage in the game, to be honest with you. Like, he doesn't have the big ones like Havoc, where his SP3 can hit crazy, or freaking Proxima, where she has a potential for like over 1 million on a hit. But those are like unreasonable standards, and a lot of fights they have like, was it 50k caps anyways? So, you know, it's damage caps. I don't know. It's not. This is I feel like he's very useful in a lot of content. There's of course certain things you can't bring him in. You know, like things where you need other champions, such as maybe like Hyperion on a power game mode. You know, he would be less useful there. You need someone like, I don't know. I'm blanking right now. Sim Supreme. I don't know. Power lock champions of any kind. Scarlet Witch. Can't think of any off the top of my head. Warlock is one too. Warlock would be a good choice. But anyways, the point is, you know, he's not always going to be great for every single matchup. Most matchups, though, he can do pretty well. You know, so I think he's a valid rank 5 champion. My first ever rank 5 champion. I'm so happy that I have him there. Honestly, the day I got him, I had a feeling he was going to be my first rank 5. Like, I had a feeling that I was going to love this champion, and he honestly exceeds my expectations. At first, I was kind of like, man, where's the damage coming from with this guy? And then as I started playing with him more and more and more, you know, and I saw some videos on how to use him, I didn't see very many. You know, I felt like I watched a lot of videos when he first came out, and people didn't know how to use him that well back then yet. But I kind of played with him more and more, found his rotation and what works the best. And honestly, I've kind of figured it out on my own. But after doing it, I think he's a top tier champion in this game. Like, I would definitely put him at, you know, okay, I'm not gonna say he's better than Nick Fury, okay? I'm not gonna say that, or Aegon, but you know, we'll be honest, if there's a quest going on, like, I don't know, Act 5 or 6 maybe, I'm gonna want to bring in Suit Spiderman before I bring in Aegon, if I'm being honest, just because Aegon takes a lot of ramp up. Now when it comes to Labyrinth of Legends, I just want to do this so you can see the damage output and see if he can take down the Red Hulk. But he can. You can see it. He can easily take him down. You know, I messed up a little bit, as you see in the middle, with my health at 58%. And it was because of the SP2. You know, I'm afraid of it. I told you. But oh, I dropped it. Anyways, what I was saying is, obviously, champions like Nick Fury are going to be better options. You know, but I do think he's up there with them. Nick Fury's damage over time is crazy. And his damage in general is pretty good, and he's got pretty much 2 lives, to be honest, and he's even stronger in his second life. So it's like he's kind of a crazy champion, probably the best champion of 2019. But that's what people say. A close second, I think, is Warlock. He's got so much utility, it's insane. Anyways, we're talking about Stealthy Spider-Man today. But yeah, see, we're about to finish Red Hulk off here. I think we see the hit counter at the end. Finish him off with a cheeky, medium, not really cheeky, just kind of like part of the combo. Anyways, here we go. Stealthy Spider-Man finished off with Red Hulk Labyrinth of Legends at 321 hits. To be honest, I don't know how that compares to other champions. I really don't. But all I know is he puts out consistent damage, and if I were to see other champions try to hit that, I feel like there'd be some that hit over 1,000. So I think he did pretty good. Anyways, that's what I have today for you guys with this little bit of Stealthy Spider-Man at rank 5 video, 5-star. I've got him at like SIG 92, so he could be even stronger than he is now. If I had him at SIG 200, I got my phone. If I had him at SIG 200, he'd be putting up 40% damage potency on the Fury potency on his damage. So I have him at like 93 right now, so he's probably got like 20 something potency, 23 maybe. So it'd be essentially almost double the potency that I have now, which means he'd probably be hitting probably 10k on mediums, to be honest with you. And it's a 2-hit medium, so I feel like he'd be crazy. Maybe 20k on SP1. I don't know. Maybe that's ambitious. 15k maybe. Probably 15k. Either way though, it's, you know, he puts out crazy damage, and he has even more potential than I'm showing you guys. So that's what I have for you guys. Also, he's an amazing slow champion. I think the best slow champion in the game, to be honest. She-Hulk's pretty good. There's another one I can't think of right now. Oh, Spider-Gwen. I think Spider-Gwen's pretty damn good with it. But Suit Spiderman, he has more uses than just slow, you know, and he puts out the big damage on the slow as well. So, you know, he's got the pre-fight ability where you can choose what you want to do. I just think he's an amazing champion. Anyways, I'm done trying to put a spiel out for you guys to rank up your Stealth Suit Spider-Mans. But I have him at rank 5. So the next question, who's my next one? I think you guys already know. Comment below if you think you know who my next rank 5 is going to be. I already have it in mind. Unless I get something else. That's another thing. Sorry, I keep going off on tangents. I got a 5-star Awakening Gem. From the... where did I get it from? Oh, the Acorn event. You know, I got the 5-star Awakening Gem crystal. Popped it open. Got a skill. I got a skill. So honestly, those of you guys that thought I made a bad choice, you know, I know there's people out there, and I even doubted myself at some points. You know, putting the Awakening Gem into Stealth Suit Spider-Man, it was a waste. You know, I don't think it was a waste. I think he does pretty good with the Fury potency, but I replaced it. I have another one. So when I get that Nick Fury or that Aegon, it's going straight into them, one of them. So the next crystal opening we have, hopefully I can pop myself Nick Fury into that. So we'll see. I really want Nick Fury. I think he's sweet. I think he's really, really fun, really cool. I love my 3-star. I love my 3-star. He's probably my higher ranked one than my 4-star. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully this comes out today. I think so. Let's see if Ethan's doing anything or not. Anyways, probably what's next for the channel. We're gonna go into. I'm gonna try to get Cavalier. I think that's my next thing. I want to get Cavalier. I've seen a couple people in my alliance getting Cavalier. Really, the past 2-3 days, 2 people got Cavalier, and I'm like, man, I think I can do it too. Honestly, I really think I can do it too. The hardest part is that Ultron in chapter 2. I'm sorry, quest 2 of chapter 1, and the Sentinel I think is okay at the end, but the Crossbones in quest 5. But I have Warlock, and I think he can really put in big work on that, especially because there's a regen on it, and when champions regen with Warlock and they have infected, it counts as like a power control, so they power drain instead of regen, and there's no regen, it's a heal block. So he's awesome, honestly. If there's a regen champion that has power, a regen champion, they're pretty much not throwing anything. So I'm literally just gonna intercepting like crazy. I'll be intercepting like crazy on that fight. I'm already imagining the fight, and I'm not even there yet. That's like 3-4 quests away. But I gotta get through this Ultron first. I forgot I had a 5-star Medusa, by the way, and I started ranking her up because I want to bring that in against the Ultron, because I feel like she'd do really well. You know, she shuts down robots pretty well. So I'll bring Warlock Medusa into this next quest, and I'll just bring a team that can get through the path. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Drop a like on the video. It helps me so much when I see you guys liking the video, and comment what you think about Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I think he's amazing. I think he's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'll be putting out another video up to you guys soon. But anyways, remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Join the gang, and the Discord will be below in the description as well if you want to get in that and talk with us. We talk quite a bit in there, and it's pretty fun. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you around the next one.